Hello YouTube fans, this is Zai. My name will be Zai when I get StarCraft 2, ZAI. I am plugging myself already. I do not have the beta like Sai does because an 8-year-old beat me up and took it from me. I'm not much of a winner. Sai is playing a guy named Ass. Ass said good luck and have fun. And as we usually see, Sai is pulling out a psychological warfare. You two eat babies. There's no comma, so I don't know if he's telling him that you two eats babies or what. The opponent's already confused. That's good for Sai. My prediction this game is 14 pool with an extractor coming at the same time as the pool. Because, well, that's what I've seen like 98% of Sai's games. And the other game he miscounted and got 13. I got none. These early games are really hard to commentate because you have nothing to say except 14 pool, 14 pool. And every now and then make fun of the opponent's chatting. And there's a cat in the background. And for the third consecutive game, Sai's opponent is lagging and possibly disconnecting. But he's back. So thanks for that 4 seconds of our life that was wasted. I want that back. Second Overlord's up, going to scout. This is yet another map I do not know. Scrap Station. Looks like a 2-player map, maybe a 4-player map. And there's blue. Interesting map. I like the design of it. Symmetrical, which is always good. Nobody can cry. And must be a bigger map because it looks like Sai is going to quick expand. There it goes. Well, I guess this is one of the 2% of the time when he doesn't 14 pool. Thanks for making me look like a douchebag, Sai. Could have warned me of that beforehand. So Sai's going the quick expansion with no pool, no extractor, nothing. I'm assuming he is expecting that a rush won't come this game because that is always a ballsy strategy in a one-on-one. If the opponent chooses to attack you in a timely manner, you're in deep trouble. Especially when a probe scouts you. That probe scout is not good news for Sai because he knows that the expansion is there. He's going to dual gateway it probably. Nope, cybercore, just one gateway and no chrono boost on the gateway, so he might not be zealot rushing, which would be a bad move in my oh-so-professional opinion. So we'll see how this goes. If Sai can get that expansion up, he will have a massive economy advantage, and yeah, I mean, should roll to a pretty easy win. But if the Protoss can put pressure on him in the early game and keep him from getting that expansion going, then the Toss will have the obvious advantage. The probe is scouting again. I'm assuming he saw that expansion. I mean, it's possible that he has mental deficiencies. Sai is just now getting his extractor. If he's been liking the Zergling Baneling recently. If he goes that again, he won't need a ton of gas. But I'm also not sure why he would quick expand for that strategy. So we'll just have to watch the game and see what the Master is doing. Yes, I called him the Master. 4 Zerglings running around somewhere. Sai is now pumping up the Zerglings. Wow, that is a pretty long way around unless you take out those rocks. I don't think Sai will take out the barrier since right now having a long path is to his advantage. And he doesn't. He's got the queens out injecting larvae. He's going to start pumping out men pretty quick. And the Protoss is missing his best chance to win this game. Second geyser, or second, extractor coming up. Decent saturation on the main base, but when that extractor comes up, he'll need more probe or drones for it. There we go. And this is a Zergling harass / scout that Sai usually does. Zerg don't have... What? Wow, he's totally blocked himself, as usual. As discussed last game, the Zerg can't just block a choke like the other races can, and since Zerg only have overlords, which are slow and die really easily, it's tough for Zerg to keep tabs on the opponent. So you see Sai a lot of the time sending a decent amount of Zerglings out to not only scout, but if there is a leak in the opponent, he can get in there and do some serious damage. And especially when Sai is the more vulnerable one right now, that's a smart thing to do. Starting to get a couple drones out on the expansion. He's rallying from their main base to the expansion too. I still like mini base more than expansion. But once that expansion gets up all the way, it's going to be really tough for the Protoss to do a thing about this. Right now his only shot is if he's teching air, which from the buildings out front it didn't look like he was doing. PsY is building something, I could not tell what it was because he did it too quick. This is evolution chamber, which will usually mean a Hydralisk den is coming next. Try gateway for the Protoss. That's a good thing, since PsY just doesn't want to see air hit him early. Rolling around right now with Zerglings, just pumping them out, controlling the map. Eventually he'll want to scout to see if the Protoss has an... Oh, there is air shoot. That is not what PsY wanted to see at this point. He's bringing the second queen up. He should be able to kill one of those things with the queen, so the remaining one won't be able to do a ton of damage. The opponent is microing it, but I also believe that some Hydras are coming out. Nope. No Hydras, that's a Roach Warren. Both queens are down. He's trying to get spore crawlers up. He does. Spore crawlers can move now in case anyone hasn't watched any replays, so they will be able to effectively defend those. And he lost some drones. He lost the 2 queens, which is a big nuisance, although he's already retraining them. It's money and time that you don't want to waste. Because of having the expansion up, he really didn't get hurt too bad on minerals, because, well, yeah, he's got plenty of guys mining still.